and attractive.
If you happen to be one of our 7 regular viewers, you know that every once in a while when we book somebody really big, we get very ambitious, blow it out and do a full-on sort of indie rock behind the music thing. This week we've got Lou Barlow, who definitely deserves this treatment. He is one of the founders of indie rock titans Dinosaur Jr. He also founded Sepido, Folk Implosion, and in recent years he's put out 2 very nice, rather folksy solo albums.
Heart beats stronger.
In this interview, he's very candid about the rather weird world of Dinosaur Jr.
We put up a flyer that said we wanted a drummer to play as fast as possible. Influences include Minor Threat, Black Flag, Circle Jerks, and Jay answered the thing. His dad drove him down from Amherst. So it was maybe like 25 miles away. His dad drove him down with his drum kit, and he showed up. He was amazing. I think he even had Doc Marten boots on and like a crazy haircut. We were like, whoa, he was like for real. Jay then decided to play guitar and said, "You're playing bass." And I said, "Okay."
You let him boss you around like that?
Of course. He had a crazy haircut. There was honestly, there's nothing you could do. I mean, he had the coolest import records and a crazy haircut. You're like, okay. And he was, a total jerk too. So at that age, jerks are really powerful.
It's still working for me.
Oh, yeah.
Around the office.
Follow a jerk anywhere. It's just the way it is. And he was just very, I was ready to be his henchman. Sure, what do you want me to do? Great. Let's get a drum, and we got a drummer, we got Murph to play drums, and we just terrorized Murph into playing the way Jay wanted to play.
I feel your eyes upon me. How should I activate to feel so unsure always?
So it was an autocracy, it sounds like.
Yeah. It still is.
Still is?
Yeah.
So there were periods of time when you weren't speaking, right?
We never really knew how to talk to each other from the very beginning. Jay was really hard to talk to.
So you were in a band with a guy who's running the show, but is hard to communicate with.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
That was awesome.
How does your now wife feel when, or if she goes back and listens to these songs in which you're sort of wringing your hands and gnashing your teeth over women?
The song that I wrote on the Dinosaur record, Polito, that was really the basic motivation for that song, besides my artistic thing, was this is my please come and get me, to a girl. Please, here I am. Because my mother she told me, Lou, they're not going to come knocking on your door. They're not going to do it. The girls are not going to come to you. You've got to go to them. And I just said, no, that's not true. There's going to be a girl that's going to come for me. And I had this song.
Did it work?
It worked, and that's my wife.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so all those I'm so bummed about a girl songs
They're all about her.
They're all about her.
The ones that are very distinctly love songs, yeah, that would be her.
Seen enough to eye you, but I've seen too much to try you. It's always weirdness why you.
So what happened? I never quite understood what happened after Bug. Did you get kicked out, or did you
leave? I got kicked out.
You got kicked out.
Yeah. I got kicked out. They didn't really kick me out. They quit. They sort of stopped the band. They're like, well, we're breaking up the band, and then they reformed it, conveniently a week later, or a day later, or 2 hours later.
So how did you find out that they reformed the band?
It was just gossip, friends of friends.
Were you devastated, or?
Oh no, I was just angry.
You were angry.
Yeah, I went and found them and just harangued them for an hour. Well, they just sort of sit there like staring down. I'm just like, I just went off.
Looking back on those years, the Sebadoh years, is that where you feel you sort of came into your own?
Sure. Yeah. That was good. I mean, it was a really, yeah, after I was kicked out of Dinosaur and after I really settled into, after, you know, Sebadoh had a little bit of success, I felt completely validated, you know, and I liked what we were doing, and, you know, it was cool.
Those songs still really hold up, and Brand New Love is still a
Those
great
were,
song.
Those were really my first, you know, those are those moments, you know, the early moments that can never, that, you know, I have, you know, just the bolt, you know, the bolt from the blue, you're like, whoa, you're like taken down by like some kind of crazy force, and you write these songs like start to finish and, you know, in a half an hour, and that's it.
My next guests were grunge rock pioneers before breaking up in 1989. They've reunited tonight for their first TV performance ever. This is Dinosaur Jr., everybody.
So why did you say yes?
Because I had invested so much time bad-mouthing him, and there was some, I realized at some point that basically how sad it would be if I never ever played with that band again. My single-minded like urge to discredit him and somehow claim some kind of moral superiority over him. Like, I don't know what happened, but instead of feeling vindicated, I felt, or that I'd finally spoke my mind, I felt just like awful. Like this is terrible. What a sad story. It just seems sad. It was just like, what a sad story that like we were this great band that had all of this incredible potential, and I will never do it again because, you know, Jay was a jerk. It just seemed like my personal, you know, my personal beef with him just seemed very secondary to the music and didn't seem worthy of pursuing for the rest of my life, you know.
But given all of the trash talking that had gone before, was it awkward the first time you guys got together to make music or to talk?
Everything I do with him is awkward. It's just the way it is.
Show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said.
How do you discuss things, musical things? How do you accomplish anything?
I mean, I have to be very specific about what I ask him. I have to really strategize. Because if I don't ask the right way, he won't answer. Like, I have to, everything has to be worded in a way that he will, where he can process it.
But it's got to be really tricky from an ego perspective for you. You are, in my view, a huge figure in indie rock. One of my all-time favorite musicians. You've got countless albums that were great when they came out and still hold up to this day. Yet you voluntarily go back into this band where the dynamic is, the deal is, you're supporting.
The deal is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still like, I have to fight to get, I wrote a couple of songs for I have to fight to get 2 songs in the set that we play. I have to like, I mean, like, it's just like, that's not, all of that about me means nothing in the Dinosaur world. And because I know Jay, I know why that is. But, you know, but I'm opening these shows for Dinosaur now. I'm doing what I need to do to get on with it and make it work. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but I mean, I do it for the music. I do it for Jay. I do it for Murph. I do it for myself. It's totally tricky. It's completely tricky.
Is it worth it?
So far, yeah, it's been totally worth it. But, you know, I mean, it's a weird, yeah.
No love.